Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again, and today I'm going to share my third team for the Sunshine Cup, which I have used for multiple number of sets because I used this team on the Go Battle day and a day before that. So I used this team for about maybe 10 to 12 sets, so which is really huge. And with all the set, countably I could say I lost around 2 or 3 sets which was negative. Apart from that, all the sets I went positive with this team because this team is kind of dependent of what I was seeing in my elo range onto the Sunshine Cup. So this team is actually a like modified version of the team that Homeslice Henry came up with because he was using Decidueye. But apart from that, like instead of Decidueye, I'm using a same typing on it, a same type Pokemon on this team, which is going to be my Gourgeist. So with this team, I have got a lead of Magcargo that is having Rock Throw for all the flyers like Noctowl, Pidgeot, everything. And since it hard to just do all the steel types or maybe ground types or water types as well, that is the reason I have got 2 answers for them in the back, which is going to be my Jumpluff as a safe swap and my Gourgeist. So Homeslice used this team along with a Decidueye and a Tropius, but since I don't have a really good Tropius of my own, so I thought of using a Jumpluff, which is actually a good response instead of Tropius, which I believe, because Tropius does not have a really hard hitting move apart from Aerial Ace and Leaf Blade. So that is the reason I'm using Jumpluff, which can give me shield advantage or maybe switch over here in this scenario. So this is the team and this is the thought process that I had, and many thanks to Homeslice with coming up with this team, which I can follow his steps all again, but just a remodification of this team. So without further more delay, let's quickly jump into the battles and check out how this team performed. So now hopping into the first battle, I pick up a lead against Chesnaught, but somehow they thought I was running Incinerate and they switched into their own Noctowl. So Noctowl is not a great response to a Rock Throw Magcargo ever. So since I am running Rock Throw, it will be chunking this Noctowl over here, and from this kind of range I will be going for the first Rock Tomb. So Rock Tomb does hit super effective and also gets the attack drop, which is really great because now I can easily get the farm down and they cannot farm me down with anything. Like they cannot go for any move that will knock me out, even with the debuff as well. So I can easily farm them down and I'll be quickly safe swapping into my Jumpluff because whatever they have in the back, I should lure that out. To which now they comes back in with their own Chesnaught as well, and they are not actually switching out. Chesnaught being fighting and grass is double weak to acrobatics over here, and they don't have anything apart from a rock type move that hits for neutral. I'm not sure if Chesnaught is having a rock type move. I know that they are having Smackdown as his fast move, but I'm not sure if they're having any kind of move that is going to one shot my Jumpluff, to which they'll be going for this back-to-back frenzy plants over here, which I'll be shielding, I'll not be shielding, and I'll be going for this double super effective acrobatics, which will just boom the Chesnaught out of the game. And the final Pokemon they have got access to is going to be a Unova G.Fisk over here, to which I'll be going for the first energy ball, which they knew and they conceded the match and top left the game over here. So GG's for the first battle. Moving into the next one, I pick up a lead against Noctowl and they safe swaps into their Vigoroth. So Vigoroth will be just getting farmed down with my Gourgeist over here, because Gourgeist is the hardest wall to this Vigoroth over here. Similarly, in case of Decidueye as well, so Decidueye have got access to Brave Bird and Energy Ball, which both of them are costly moves over here. But apart from that, Gourgeist have got access to Seed Bomb and Shadow Ball, which I think is a bit more consistent and versatile over here, to which now I can easily go for a farm down after my Gourgeist gets bit low, which I am very much happy with because now their Noctowl will not get too much farm, and now I can easily go for back-to-back Seed Bombs over here. So this is where the consistency comes into the picture, where Decidueye could have got for only one move, whereas Gourgeist can reach 2 seed bombs over here, which is not a good matchup for this Noctowl as well, because our Brave Bird would have hurt more and should have shield pressure, to which now this safe swaps into their own Swampert over here, to which I have got a great response for that as well. And they went for a Hydro Current, and again they sees the writing on the wall and top lives the game over here. So GG's. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead against Stunfisk, and this is a very hard thing, and I did a gamble over here, bringing my Gourgeist over in this scenario instead of my Jumpluff, which is a really great thing, and somehow my gamble worked because they safe swapped into their own Vigoroth. This is really great because I don't want this Stunfisk matchup with either of my Pokemons, whether be it Jumpluff or be it Magcargo over here, and I can easily go for farm down over here, because the only thing that I can do from this kind of scenario is to get as much as damage onto this Stunfisk with this Razor Leaves and Seed Bomb, because Razor Leaf and Seed Bomb will add up really quickly over here, as you guys can see, because these take like Stunfisk take neutral damage from this kind of scenario. And now since they shield up, I will be shielding this Rock Slide, which will be the most hurting in this kind of scenario, and I want this Stunfisk to get really low. That is the reason I will be double shielding over here, and I'll be going for back-to-back Seed Bombs over here. If not, get the farm down. So they will be reaching for one more Rock Slide, which is not enough to get the knockout from this kind of range, and I will be able to reach to one more Seed Bomb as well. So they might shield up, and I think they will be going for one more move, which I am happy with, because that way I can get a bit of extra farm with whichever Pokemon that I have in my backline. So now Rock Slide comes in, gets the knockout for the Gourgeist, and I come back with my own Magcargo to get the farm down, and the final Pokemon they have access to is going to be a Swampert once again. And this game looks already wrapped up, because one Sludge Wave does not knock me out because how bulky Jumpluff is, and I can easily go for one Energy Ball, and since all shields are down, Swampert will just go to waste right now because of Energy Ball, and they'll be coming back with their Jumpluff to get the knockout and concede the match over here from this kind of range scenario over in this battle. So GG's. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead against Talonflame over here, which is really good, and they safe swap into their own Vigoroth. So this is the thing that I want to hard counter over here, because in my first team I went for a team of Noctowl along with Vigoroth. So I thought, okay, so almost 70-80% of the people are actually using this team, so let's counter that. And Gourgeist is the toughest counter, if not the toughest counter, to figure out, because you can get the hard farm down and get so much added energy. And now from this kind of range, I'll be going for one Shadow Ball in this scenario, which will get the shield, and that's really good, because now from this kind of range, if they want to get a farm down, they have to go for one more Incinerate, to which I should have got one Seed Bomb. Never mind, I will be going to come back with my Magcargo over here and get the farm down, and the final Pokemon again they have access to is going to be a Swampert, and they did not even build up to a Sludge Wave. So I'll not shield up this Hydro Current, which does a bit of tickle to this bulky Jumpluff over here, and now they will be going for back-to-back Hydro Cannons once again. So I'll let this go, and I'll be going for my own Energy Ball over in this scenario, which I think they will let it go because they already know what's coming in, and yeah, they let it go, and they concede the match over here in this scenario. Moving into the next matchup, I pick up a lead against Noctowl and the safe swaps into their Universe Stunfisk, which is not a great response over here, because I have got my double grass backline in this scenario, and since Jumpluff is part flying, it will take neutral from this electric moves, discharge over here, which I'll resist with my Gourgeist, and I can easily go for the Heart Farm over here without shielding anything. And they went for the next move once again, which will put my Gourgeist really low, which I am fine with, because that way the opponent Noctowl will get very less farm down. But now I'll be going for the Seed Bomb for a bit of chip damage, which helps it out, and I'll be easily coming back with my own Magcargo, and the final Pokemon they'd have access to is again a Shadow Swampert, so they concede the match over here with looking into the eye of my Jumpluff. So GG's. Moving to the next matchup, I pick up a tough lead over here because this Shadow's Girafarig is actually running Psychic Fangs and Double Kick, to which now I'll be going into my Jumpluff, and since they comes back with their own Noctowl over here, this gives me some kind of hope, because if they want to get switch advantage, they have to shield once, or else I can get switch, or maybe I can, if I don't get switch, I will be going to farm down with my Magcargo over here. So let the acrobatic let's go over here, and since they did not shield, I will be shielding up, and from this kind of range I'm in a really good scenario to get switch advantage for my Magcargo over here. And nevertheless, I do have enough energy for one more energy ball for the incoming Girafarig over here, which will be shielding this up because it will hurt a lot, and I do get the defense spell as well, which is really nice, because now from this kind of range I will let this first Psychic Fangs go through, because that the consecutive Psychic Fangs after the debuff will hurt me more. So this will be the second Psychic Fangs which I'll let go once again, and I'll be coming back with my own Magcargo to get the heart farm down, to which the final Pokemon they have got access to is going to be Vigoroth once again, which is really fine. And now from this kind of range I will be letting this next charge move go through. If it is a Bulldoze, be it, I can survive that, but they went for a resisted Body Slam, which I can let go, and I survived that, and I'll be going for the next Rock Tomb over here, which they let's go once again, and we get the simultaneous knockout from that kind of range, and I can easily come back with my own Gourgeist, go for the heart farm down with Razor Leaf, and get the win for the battle here as well. So these are very fast incoming battles with the hard fast move pressure, but since Vigoroth is so much overused, I really love countering that. To which, moving into the final battle, I pick up a lead, I think, with Talonflame, to which they save swaps again into their Vigoroth, and Vigoroth will face its hardest counter in the game over here, in this meta over here, which is going to be the Gourgeist once again, and I can easily go for farm down. And since they want to put some pressure on Gourgeist, which I am fine with, and as I've already mentioned, that way the opposing incoming Talonflame or maybe Noctowl gets little farm, which is I am fine with, and it was going to be a Noctowl. So I'll be going for this back-to-back Seed Bombs over here, which will chip a bit. And if you guys can see, though it's double resisted, this is like single resisted, its Seed Bomb along with the Razor Leaf do add up, and if you guys see, this Noctowl is already below half health, which is really great, because now they will be safe swapping out into their own Swampert once again, and they will be going for the straight away Hydro Cannon. I'm not sure why they're actually going for Hydro Cannon straight away, because they should have built up to a Sludge Wave, and they again concede the match knowing that I do have win condition and I get the win for this battle. So I climbed up a huge elo, which I think is the farthest I can go with this in this season over here, with Gourgeist team and Magcargo lead, which is just insane. And a special thanks once again for to Homeslice for bringing up this team, and I did some kind of modifications of my own to get a bit of consistency. So if you're using this team, do let me know how it is working out for you, and thanks for watching, and see you again in the next one. And if you're liking this content onto this channel, do share it with your friends, support me by liking and subscribe to it, and see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.